How lucky are we to start today's property video off with an old Cinquecento from 1966 in front of this incredible church. All of this plus an amazing property with 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, amazing living space, roof terrace and a double garage. 2 minutes from the centre of this amazing town. Just wait while you see this one. So today we are in a new town to you guys. Obviously it's not a new town, it's an old town, but you know what I'm trying to say. This is Pratola, Peligna, and what a beautiful town it is as well. I've only been here a few times, to be fair, so I'm still trying to find my way around. There seems to be different parts of the centre, but I'm going to show you the main part if you like, but there is different areas here that's well worth a visit. And there's a number of bars and restaurants, population of around 7,000. All the services that you need. Closest hospital is probably Popoli, between Popoli and Sulmona. You're about 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes from Popoli, and about 10-15 minutes from Sulmona. So a fantastic location. It is a stunning place. Can you see the mountains as well in between? It is an incredible place, and we've been down some of the side streets that are beautiful as well. Quite early morning, so kids are back at school now after the summer break, so it's quieter than usual. Lots of work going off, which is all good. Some new apartments there, and this is the main start of the town. I said there are lots of different parts to this place, so I'm just moving out of the way, just getting run over. So I'm just getting to know it, as I say, myself, but it is a fantastic place. So let's have a little walk around this one. As I was saying, location wise, extremely good. We've got all the delights of the Val di Peligna, including Sulmona and all those places on our doorstep. We're right next to the motorway. And we've also got a train station here, and the coaches stop direct to Rome. They stop just outside the town. I love these little side streets, really beautiful, typical Italian streets. And you can see some vineyards in the back there, then obviously the mountains. Stunning, as they say. Or as I say. Obviously lots of people are going to be looking at me now because I've got a camera. So I want to show you, I'm going to show you inside this church as well, because it is absolutely stunning. So we'll have a little nose in there as well. And the other great thing about Pratola, I've mentioned, you're right on the motorway. So from the motorway exit, in the car you're talking minutes, as in not even 5 minutes. So as well as that, you've got the train station, but all the coaches that go from Pescara to Rome stop here in Pratola. So public transport is excellent. They have lots of festas here as well. Lots of festas through the summertime, and it gets really busy, so I've been told. But it has got a really nice buzz to this place. A number of cafe bars and things. Love this piazza, nice fountain in the centre. So we're going to carry on walking down this way. There's another piazza, and then there's part of the old town, the original old town, that I want to show you. Look at this. Now that's a stunning church, isn't it? Well, they're all stunning in Italy, but this one in particular is beautiful. So a number of shops. It's just a nice vibe. I was here, the first time I came here was about a month ago, and it was really busy. Now kids are back at school, as I mentioned. The August season is over, and life is getting back to normal, which for those of us that live here is perfect. Beautiful old buildings here. Beautiful. You just love the little chats that people have. Again, look at these little side streets. Some really old buildings down there. Love it that you're always got these mountain backgrounds. Absolutely love it. So there is lots of work going off here. Lots of government money put into to these projects to keep these towns going. I said this does have a good good population, so it's certainly not a dying town. Just like all the others that are around this area and all the others that we feature. So if you are looking for something maybe not quite as big as Sulmona, but want something sort of a medium size town, then this would be a great option. Don't know what this building is, but they must have events in there. By the look, it looks like they have art events. Amazing. These grand buildings are so... For these small towns, they have some really grand buildings that wouldn't look out of place in Rome or similar. Must be quite an arty place. There's some art gallery. There's the bells. Always a good sign. Always a good sign. It'll be great when all this is finished. The great thing is as well is they're actually working. In fact, they're doing some work on the original old town. So I don't know much about this place, but I understand that the original old town was in here, and there's a beautiful church up here. So I'm going to have a little walk through there just to show you, just a few minutes. Go underneath an arch and you can see how much work's going off in the old town, old town. Again, this is another nice piazza. I really like this. Nice walled, I don't know what's up there. There must be some sort of garden. I need to have an explore around here, and maybe well, I need to start doing my town videos really soon. Well, I need to have a good explore in this place. I like the nice tree-lined streets as well. It all just looks so well kept, and then typical of Abruzzo, so clean. This is great. We had our holiday this year and I love going further south. And we went to Calabria. We've been there a couple of times, which I do love as well. But what I don't like is the problems seem to have with litter, which luckily for us here is just something that we don't have a problem with in Abruzzo. Beautifully clean. You'll see it in all the towns and villages that we feature. And again, I don't know what this building is here. It looks quite a big... This is going to be something quite grand. It's a huge building. You can see how far they're going down the road. But what a beautiful town. What do you think? I think it's stunning. And like I said, location and everything is just incredible. Let's have another little look. Got another cafe bar here. There's a number of them and a number of restaurants all over the place. Now, there is lots of work going off in the old town, so it may be a little bit loud as we're going around, but it is great to see works going off. Can't wait to see it when it's all finished. Look at this. This must be the back of the church that I want to show you now. Beautiful. Chiesa San Pietro Celestino. Again, lots of work. Look at the detail on some of these buildings here. That's unbelievable. And this I really like. Look at the character here. People often tell me or ask me, how do people get work done in these old centres? Well, first of all, If nobody could, then the builders wouldn't be very happy, because the vast majority of work is in the old centres. But they use things like this. Motorised wheelbarrows. How cool is that? I could do one of those myself when I'm down the garden. Another one having work done. Look at the nice archway here. Love to see work getting done, I really do. After the August break, everybody getting back to the realities of life, getting back to work. Look how beautiful these streets are. I must have a wander around here sometime, and I will bring my my camera and do a town video here. I just wanted to quickly show you this, and then I'm going to show you inside the church, and then we're going to go to the house. So I know some people complain when I spend too much time before I get to the house, but I think it's important for you guys to see it. And at the end of the day, there's a fast forward button. If you don't want to listen to me rattling on, then fast forward and get to the house. But I think it's important. Shame this place is not open, because this is apparently quite a famous church here, so I would have liked to have seen inside. So we're going to look at the other one, and then we'll head down to the house. Let's do it. So back outside the church I've just mentioned, I've just been speaking to a lady here. As usual, everybody unbelievably friendly. So this is the Chiesa della Madonna della Libera. And she said it's the most important church in the town. And she says they do a huge festa for the Madonna, the first Sunday in May and the second Sunday in May. And she said that it's the town is heaving during those times. A really important festival. So let's go and have a look in this one. This one's open, and I popped my head in earlier, and it's definitely worth a quick look at. Obviously I will go silent when I get in here out of respect, which I know you'll probably be happy for, some of you. I may even put the music up a little bit higher to get into the atmosphere. Shall we go and have a look? Let's go inside. This is not the house, by the way, just in case you're wondering. We'll do that afterwards. This is beautiful. And again, looking out onto the piazza that we walk down, and then we walk down there to get to the old centre. Okay, let's go and have a look inside. I will fall silent. The lady's just pointing out to me that this is the statue of the Madonna della Libera. This is what they parade around the streets during those festive times. Just quickly show you this. The lady did wave me over, so I'm not being disrespectful. It's the same lady that told me about the place when we're outside. Amazing. Absolutely incredible. The thing that strikes me most when you go into the churches, not just in Italy, I suppose all over the world, but obviously the dedication here in Italy is well, as we all know, it's obviously a big Catholic country. But I think the thing that gets me the most, whether you're religious or not, doesn't come into it. I think these places are incredible places, even if you're going to visit them, or if you're going to worship, whatever you decide to do. But what really gets me is these places are right in the middle, obviously in the heart of these towns, and the silence of the church mixed together with the faint noises coming from the street and everyday life, I think is it just shows how much of a centre these places are. They are the heart of every town and village in Italy, and there's something quite special about that. Okay, so are we ready to go? And we've got a couple of dogs shouting at each other. Are we ready to go and see the house? Just wait while you see this one, because it is amazing. Let's go. Okay, so the town that we've just filmed is literally at the end of this road. I don't know if you can see the yellow building. You take a left there and it's just at the back of there, so it's just a few minutes walk out of the centre. So it's an absolutely stunning location, and this neighbourhood has got, well, there's been lots of work done on some of these places, which is really good to see. And this property, I just can't wait to show you this one. I really can't. It is, what can I say to you? I'm going to show you where it is in a minute. Just wait, just be patient. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are we looking left, or are we looking at this one? Just look at this place. What an amazing place. Well, I think it is. And even though it's been completely restored, and I don't know if it's a new build. I'll have to try and find that out, because part of me thinks it may have just been restored, because it is on quite an old street, but they've really kept the character with the balconies and the window choices. I think it looks fantastic. And the great thing about this place is very little work to do in it. And to have a garage as well, I think is just amazing. And they've actually laid this place out. Like, there's lots of places where I go to where I think it should be an upside down house, and they've actually done that here. What I mean by that is bedrooms on the lower floor, and there is one on the top floor, but the living space is up there, because that's where the terrace is. So this is the front of the house, is the main entrance, and obviously this half of the house is from the bottom to the top, whereas when we get to the top floor, you actually then go over the top of the houses behind, so it's actually bigger on the top floor than the bottom floors. I'll stop talking. Are you ready? Are you ready to do it? Let's do it. So I'm going to start off in this garage. Double garage. Great size. Really is a good size. All electric doors. See straight in off the street, and I would say it is wide enough to get any car in here. Should have no problem with cars in here. It's It's got electrics down here. Obviously I don't think you need many electrics. It's also got water down here, which is good. And then you can actually access the house from here as well by going through this door that leads you onto the staircase. But let's do it properly. Let's do it through the front door. I do think it's fantastic that you're right in the heart of things, but these streets are nice and quiet. Really, really good. Nice door, nice front door, red front door. It's really heavy as well. And the usual buttons to get you in. Are you ready? I love some of the finishes they've done here. I love this wood as well. Wood and tile. It really makes a nice effect. Now there's no electrics in here, but it is a fairly bright house. So, but I have brought. Thank you to Paul. A big shout out to Paul. Thank you for my gift. I have no excuses now because it's small enough to go in my bag, even though I did remember my bigger one today. Anyway, I don't think I'll need this now, but there's maybe some parts where I will. So all this place needs, in my opinion, is, you'll see when we get upstairs, a little bit of finishing off to do in the main room, and a paint. Again, I really like this. The mix of the wood and the tiles. Great. So that's the entrance area. They've got these shelves as well. There's also a radiator and glass bricks here just to keep a bit of light coming through onto the stairwell. Now I'm going to do this floor last of all. I want to show you the living space. And these are the bedrooms. These are 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. So let's carry on up. Again, we've got the glass bricks. Nice, tall ceilings. That really does make it nice, light and airy. But when you come up here, I think it's fantastic that they've done the living space up here, and you'll see why shortly. Lots of lights, sunken lights, which is all good, quite modern. I do like these tiles as well. You ready for the main living space? Just look at this. It is huge. Absolutely love this space. Now, as you will notice, there is no kitchen here, so a kitchen needs to be put in. I think I'd probably change this blue. I'm not sure about blue and greys, personally, but I don't know. Maybe you like it. Let me know in the comments. But this is a fantastic space. I like these sliding doors as well, these glass doors. Nice touch. I'll show you down there shortly. I think this is amazing, I really do. I know it's not rustic, I know it's more modern, but the space and the light and everything else is just amazing here. Sounds like there's a tractor or something just going by. Always the same when I'm videoing. This is a huge space. And I really like this fireplace in the corner as well. Again, quite modern. I would probably change the colouring myself. All of this can be painted. And you could also carry things on and cover that as well if needs be. Some people leave them open because of the heat, if it's not double insulated, the heat that you can get from that. But yeah, you could change the colour with no problem. I do like these steps in front of it. Well, not really steps, but a hearth, I think it's called, is it? Anyway. So you have got a definition. Obviously this is structural, so you can't take this out. But you have got the definition between kitchen, dining area, and then potentially what will be the living space and probably TV and things like that up against this wall. Love this space. I really think it is something special. I was quite pleased to see this up here, to be honest with you, because it really then made me want to do this video. Superb, this would look excellent. And the other great thing is you're straight out and easy access onto the terrace. So just to show you, all these doors, they're all new, looks like aluminium. They have spent a fortune in this place. They really have spent a fortune. Just needs a clean up and I like these blinds as well, a clean up and a redecorate. And look at the size of this. To have this size terrace in a town like this is not really very common. What a great space. Yes, you are in the town, so you're seeing the houses, but you're also getting glimpses of the mountains above, which in the winter times, the very tops will have snow, so it'll be even more dramatic. So this top floor, as I told you before, takes in the back part of the building as well. So there's actually somebody else underneath that only own sort of from this front half, if you like, of the building and below us, whereas you own the whole top floor and also the front side. I do like this street. I'm not going to get too close to the edge because some of you know that I do suffer from vertigo. Not too bad up here actually. Really nice, typical street of here in Pratola. Brilliant. It's because again you've got that feeling of privacy and quietness, and you've got the mountains, but yet you're right at the centre of town. Then here we have a very useful storage area. Great for umbrellas. Maybe you want to have sunbeds there. You could close this off a bit better, or put plants along there and lay down here and get the sun. It's also good for table, chairs, all that kind of thing. Then at this side we have another one, but it also has the boiler in here. Now they have told me that it works. It doesn't look brand new, but it certainly doesn't look old either. New boilers, if you do need new boilers for a house this size, you probably want to consider around about €2,000. What a brilliant terrace. What do you think? There's some lights up here. They look like the spotlight type thing, so you may want something a bit more subtle. And there's also fly screens, which is great, so you can just leave these open. Now obviously being up underneath the roof, the roof is new, or it's recently done, so it is a cement roof, so there will be insulation in there. But obviously being under the roof, some people may want air conditioning up here. Certainly won't need it downstairs, but could be an option if you wanted to do it. Maybe the split units may even be great to have solar panels on here as well. All options. What do you think of this space? I really love it, really love it. I think with modern, I think I would definitely go bright. I'd even be tempted to just have it all white. Maybe you could reface this in some sort of stone if you just wanted to bring some rustic into it. You could do that. Some nice artwork and pictures and an amazing kitchen. It would just be incredible in here. And bear in mind that kitchens in Italy cost so much less than the vast majority of other countries. I mean, this is going to be, let me pace it out. So you're going to have one, I reckon that is about 5 meters. Strange how we all think our stride is 1 meter. But anyway, I'd say that's about a 5 meter kitchen. But here, if you go on some of the websites and see some of the prices of kitchens, it would be easy to spend anything sort of from, I would say, 3,000 to 4,000 euros. I know people will say no way, but go on, even look on IKEA in Italy and you'll see some of the prices. Or you could really splash out, and I think this place deserves something more expensive. But many clients I've spoken to have said kitchens are a third of the price as they are in the US, and certainly in the UK I would say it's got to be half, if not more than half. Okay, so really nice open plan, and then up here there's 2 bedrooms downstairs and a bathroom. I would probably say this would be the main bedroom. Not huge bedrooms, but plenty big enough for a nice double bed. I do like these sliding doors as well. Lots of space for a double bed, and they've cleverly added these little sections, which if you wanted, you could take them out if you prefer a more traditional style with a wardrobe and things. The idea of these are wardrobes in here. So I'm going to turn my new light on. Again, big shout out to Paul, thank you. And well, it's actually quite bright in here, but there you go. But this is the wardrobe. And 3 lights above. So I quite like this. I quite like the modern sort of having the wardrobe separate to the bed, so you literally just got a bed and maybe TV or whatever, something here. But if you did want to take this down, it is only a what's the word I'm looking for, like a stud wall, so that could be taken down if you wanted to. And this has also got sliding doors which are glass, which is again is a nice touch. You can really tell that they've spent the money in here. All spotlights, again double glazed, fairly new windows. I would say that from here it looks like that the fly screen maybe needs a little bit of attention. Yeah, a couple of rips in that, but the fly screens are not expensive to change. I do like these windows. So double glazed and a nice balcony as well. I like the railings. And you've also got views at the end of the street there. Looks like they're doing a new villa over the way, or they've certainly done the bottom part. Then, with this bedroom, if you wanted to do, you could actually close this off, so this becomes almost like a private suite, so people can't see who may be in the lounge. I don't know if I'd be tempted to do that, and I think there is space to do that. I would say so, and you could flick the door. The reason why I'm saying that is then all of this could be your private area. So here we have a bit of a utility room that looks like it used to have a washing machine in here, I would say. That's a great space. I suppose they have the washing up here so you can put it out on the terrace. And then you have this huge bathroom, which would basically be like an ensuite if you kept it private, but you don't have to do that. It's just my idea. I know you don't always listen to me. This doesn't have a shower. Well, it does in the bath. So obviously, maybe some sort of shower screen, or maybe some of you don't want a bath and just want to keep the showers. You've got options. It's a great size, and I really like these double sinks as well. Add that little bit of luxury to the place. Nice big mirror. These windows are not, you can see through those, so you may want a bit of privacy. And that's easy to do. Great size though. Obviously this looks like a massage bath. And then you have this little balcony as well. Same view as before. Superb. What do you think of this bathroom? I think it's fantastic. I suppose the reason why they haven't made it private this side is because anybody that's maybe with you in the lounge area, if you've got guests, then they may come and use the bathroom, or you could just send them to the bathroom downstairs. That's what I do. Go downstairs. Not using my bathroom. Brilliant space. Lots of living space up here. Really, really love this floor. So let's head down and let's see the other two bedrooms. Lots of radiators around. They are the old style radiators, which they do use a fair bit of water, but once they're hot, they're very hot and they stay hot. But it may be worth updating that eventually, but it's something you don't have to do. That's the great thing about this place, you just move straight in. So obviously this is coming down from the garage where we were, and there is a door here as well. Really nice doors, again keeping the glass just to let some light out onto the staircase. So here will be your guest quarters. Change of flooring. We've got wooden parquet flooring. It's not the laminate stuff. It's definitely parquet. And we have a very good size bedroom here, which I think is similar to upstairs. This one looks slightly bigger, but I don't think it can be. I think it must be the same. And the same sort of layout. So the bed up against there. Obviously you don't have a balcony here, you just have the windows. There are shutters. Domenico's there, look. The Domenico wave, that always gives us a good look with properties. So you've got the fly screen, and remember you also have these shutters, and these are great because the idea of this is if you're not using the place for a long time, then we always suggest that people, because you can obviously tilt these, leave them open like this, maybe just a little bit, obviously close the other one as well, pull the fly screen down and then leave the windows wide open inside. That way then you're letting air through the house, and it's just better for the house not to keep it closed up. So looking at the thickness of the walls down here, I would say the house is possibly, it's more modern build, it's certainly not stone because the walls are not thick enough. This is a great size. Do you want me to measure it out? Let's just do a quick 1, 2, 3, 4 and a little bit, I would say, by 1, 2, 3.5-ish, maybe a little bit more. But the same as before, it's got the sliding doors here and a wall that could be taken out if needs be. And this looks like it must have had an alarm at some point, whether I'll ask the owners about that, whether that's still in use. Looks like they've taken the front off for some reason. And then we have another changing room here. I'm not going to give you a full length shot of me, definitely not. I am dressed reasonably well today because it's a bit cooler. So I'm not in my flip-flops and I'm still in my shorts and t-shirt. One of these days I will. So that's bedroom 2, which I think I would be tempted to give it to guests because I just think it's brilliant upstairs. I think you could really do something good with that, make it a bit more private. Again, all sliding doors throughout. This one's not a slide, this is a normal door. But this is the bathroom that these two bedrooms would share. It's not a huge bathroom, but very nicely done. Nice mirror, radiator in there, WC, and obviously the bidet. And then the shower. Not a huge shower, but more than big enough. For a man of my size. I was going about showers, don't I? bet one of these days I'm going to shock you on one of these videos. Okay, these obviously to let people in. There's one upstairs as well to let people in from the front door. And then this one is the last bedroom. This one doesn't have a sliding door either. This one, the main bedroom, has a slider. The others are normal doors. Now this is obviously smaller. I would say a double bed would still go in here, but it would be a little bit tight. But I'm fairly sure that it would do. I'll put it up against that. I think if it was against this wall here, then it would be, I suppose it would give more room in the house. I'm sure a double bed would go there, but obviously you'd have to sort of get into the bed from here, or so yeah, it would go there. I'm fairly sure a double bed would go in here. Let me just open this, throw a little bit more light out. I know Domenico's not opened this for me. I'm not going to mess with that. Oh yeah, there you go. But yeah, it's obviously more comfortable as a single, but it would you would definitely be able to get a double bed in here, definitely. Lots of lights again, the spotlights, and that's that. What do you think of this one? I think it is absolutely fantastic. I think the location is amazing, and I think the house is so spacious, nice and light, and all that living space upstairs is amazing. The structure is fantastic. This is a stunning property for me. Shall we do final thoughts? Let's do it. So my final thoughts on this one has to be stunning. Stunning on quite a large count. I love this place. I think the space is amazing. The money that has gone into this, and you can tell because of the structure, you know, we're talking, this is a new, well not new, but newish cement structure that's had all the work done, and you can really see that they've spent the money here. And to get it for this kind of price in this location, I think is pretty incredible. Yes, you need to add a kitchen, but depending on your taste, certainly not gonna break the bank. And then I wouldn't do anything else with it until you've moved in and lived in it and see what you think. I just think it is I just love it, absolutely love it. I think maybe adding some rustic thing by doing something clever with this pillar, just to give it a bit of local stone, and just to remind you that we are still in ancient Italy, I think would be good. But for the rest of the place, I would just whitewash it and fill it with photographs and artwork. I love the fact that this could be your private suite and your guests then stay downstairs. I do think that's a big plus, and it could be made more private just by putting another door on here if you wanted to. Maybe you don't. And then on top of all of that, to have a roof terrace and a huge garage, to me this is a no-brainer. I could live here easily. In my tender years, if I wanted to live in a town, I think this kind of property is amazing, because it has, you're next to all the historical sites, but you're on the back streets of it, so you've still got some of the views as well. I just think it's fantastic. Pratola, I think, is a brilliant town. Told you before about the connections here, the transport connections. It's just a great town. So what else can I say, folks? Well, you know what else I can say. And I would definitely say to you, whatever you do, whatever you're doing, send us an email at info@homeinitaly.com. Learn how this can become your place in 5 simple steps, and you don't even have to come here. So whatever you do, do not miss this one.